Oh, well, hey, babe. It's JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, we back for another review on Belle Collective. And this time, it's the reunion. I know it happened so quickly, honey. They brought us the season as quick as they brought it to us. They ushered it out. And now we are over here on the reunion, all right? Now, we're going to talk about it. So make sure that you guys are coming into the video. You are liking up the video. And if you have yet to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Now, in the past week, we did get into Aikisha gagging the hell out of Carlos King's live, and we also got into the review from last week, the finale. Now, both of those videos got close to 20,000 views, and I'm willing to believe that a lot of you guys are not subscribed to this channel, and there are going to be quite a few of you guys that's going to come back and try and get into this review reunion part one. So please make sure that you are subscribing to the channel if you have yet to do so, okay? We got to get into some things, and I feel like it was a lot of things to get into. All right. Now, first off, I do want to kind of start off with the looks and things. I want to kind of start off with that. Let's get into the attire of it all. And I might end up mentioning the attire yet again. Okay. So, let's start with Letitia because I do believe that she was one of the first ladies to walk out. Okay, so Miss Letitia done walked out. She has her little teal or whatnot she got going on with the blonde hair, and I thought that she looked nice. Okay, I will give her that. I think she looked nice. I think it's definitely an upgrade from what we saw her last year giving Zuma Bafu. It looked a mess, last season trying to come to some type of coming to America moment. Like she was so off theme, I was not with it. But this I can get into. I can. When it came down to Latrice, I thought Latrice looked nice. Love the makeup, love the dress. I did not necessarily like the bob on her for some reason, and maybe that's because I'm used to seeing her with the long hair. So I'm like, I don't know, but I wasn't crazy about that. But I did think overall she looked beautiful. Then we got Miss Sophia. Let me tell y'all something. Sophia ate the hell down. I know Sophia make it on our nerves, but girl, Miss Sophia ate it down. She looked absolutely beautiful. That's one of my favorite colors that she wore. Love the hair with the kind of like the ponytail with the little bangs or whatnot. Let me tell y'all, she looked good. I do believe that Miss Sophia may be in her maybe late 40s, early 50s. Not really sure. Y'all can correct me in the comments, but she looks great. She looks younger than the age that I'm believing that she is. Okay. And I'm like, girl, you need to put the people up on game, honey. You need to put the people up on game. Seriously. All right. I'm gonna need you to probably get into some health and wellness, some more of those health fairs or whatever you're doing. Cause girl, you had a better turnout than Miss Letitia's brunches. Okay. You need to take that on the road. Okay. Especially if you got Miss Aikisha over there helping you. All right. Now, whether she's on the show or not, girl, you need to take that on the road. And you ain't gotta really leave the state. You can do that all around Mississippi or whatever, and then go on and do some other stuff beyond that. Because I felt like the health fair, the whole segment that you did with that, I think that was way more beneficial and entertaining and worthwhile than what it is Miss Messy Brunch brings to us. But anywho, girl, you looked really good, and I'm definitely here for that. All right. Who else we got? I think Selena may have come out next. Not sure, but we'll just go in that order. Selena looked great. Love the color on her. As I said, it's one of my favorite. Really, that is the favorite. Okay. Absolutely beautiful. Like the hair. I thought Selena looked really good. Love the blonde. It's definitely working for her. What else we had? We had Miss Aikisha coming out. Aikisha looked good as hell. Okay. Her and Sophia was definitely serving it up. I love the dress color. The hair was the bomb. Makeup was looking good. Miss Ma'am ate that down. All right. Who else we had? We had Miss Marie. I really liked Marie's dress. I thought Marie looked beautiful as well. Hair was looking good. She looked nice to me. Okay. I thought that most of the ladies looked great. Now, Tambra, face and makeup was eating. Face and makeup was eating. Did not necessarily like the dress choice that she had on. I felt like it really was not complimentary to what the other ladies wore. And in all honesty, I feel like Tambra's dress made her look like she was not necessarily a Belle, but a friend of. But that's just my opinion, okay? That's just me, all right? I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing her in a little bit more shimmer, glitter, whatever the ladies had on the sequences, whatever it was that they had on them. I would not have mind seeing that on Miss Tambra, okay? But it was given friend of, but either way, cool. Now, Carlos also looked nice in his, what's that, coral or pink type of tux that he had on. I thought that was nice, and I actually liked the set as well. All right, seems like they try to put a little few more hundreds of dollars into the set, just a little bit. And I'm not mad at it. I really like the colors. I love the pink and purple and everything. So I thought that they did a really good job with that. So shout out to them. So there's that. All right. So let's see what else I want to get into. Okay, so the ladies are getting ready to, get dressed and everything so they can go out and do this reunion. Sophia says that she's going to try not to bring out so Gucci tonight. Well, you ended up bringing a piece of her out, okay? And we'll get into it. Now, Marie says if the ladies aren't going to have an adult conversation with her, then she just won't be having a conversation at all. Now, Marie, considering the fact that she said, because I'm a doctor. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. We have to give her tens or whatever it is. She earned that, okay? Now, I will say, I don't fault you, girl. I don't fault you. Considering the fact that you've had a pretty good season, I probably won't want to argue with them either, girl. I'll probably be giving them the same dust that we gave them at the picnic or at the party for the outdoor gathering for Willie. I probably would still give them a little bit of the same energy at improv night. Okay, y'all been looking for moments, and I will not give you one. I am a doctor. What else is going on? Okay, just a little piece, girl. I'm here for it. All right. Now, Tambra did let us know that Damon will not be with her at this particular reunion because, unfortunately, he has a second job. He has to pick up a second job, so he is busy. He won't be there. But what y'all fail to realize is that with or without a second job, Damon don't fuck with you hoes, okay? So he was not going to be there anyway, especially after the fact that you guys tried to pull in a little piece of a sneaky link. And he felt loud. Yeah, he did say that. Okay. He mentioned how he felt like the Bells were supposed to be coming together versus all of the mess. Even though he encouraged Tambra this season to have a conversation with the ladies. Okay. He not finna come around because he ain't really got to deal with them like that. And I don't think he has fully forgiven y'all. Not Aikisha, but Letitia and Marie. All right, remember Letitia? I think it was last season when you walked up to that man and you were sitting over there talking about the quote unquote woman. I'm gonna say sneaky link lady, whatever her Taisha, whatever her name was, or Taisha. Remember her, the one y'all said was the event planner or coordinator or whatnot? Remember how you was over there telling him that this lady said this and said that and said this? Yeah, he didn't really like that. And remember how you ain't never stopped Marie and y'all was in support of Marie bringing that lady to a function and Tambra had to get the hell up and walk out the door because she saw what y'all was on? Yeah, but we going to get into that a little later. I'm going to touch on that a little later because sit tight, girl. Don't go far. Okay, sit tight, okay? Anywho, so let's get into it. Letitia says it's time to gather today. Ma'am, the most you could have done was gather your body to fit into a dress that you barely can fit. You know what? I said I was not going to go there because that really is not nice to do. And I'm being serious working on that. So I am going to work on that and I'm not, but when you say gather, let's not. There are many of things that can be gathered when it comes to you. Okay, so if you're not trying to gather things about yourself first, ma'am, not interested. And for you really didn't gather anyone at this part of the reunion. You have not. But let us keep going, okay? I also want to say this real quick while we're on Letitia because I do like all of the Bells. Don't get it twisted. I like all of them. All right, but on my list of likability, she's the last one on the list for me at this particular time. Okay, she is. I just have to be honest. Like she is. I do feel like Letitia is a snake. I have to be honest. I think that she is the snake that she tried to play Latrice out to be last season. That is why it's so comical to watch her slither up to Latrice, and Latrice is going to eat it up. But this is the same woman that came up against you last season. But you don't always have them all, so we'll let you ride with that. Okay, let's keep going. Anywho. Latrice says that she trusted Aikisha, but then goes on to say, but bitch, don't fuck with me. When did you trust Aikisha? I'm just wondering because earlier on in the season, before the incident even took place with Willie and all of the guys about to beef the hell out, there was a time where you threw shade at Aikisha because she had a building on Ferry Street, but the building isn't quite done. She hasn't started any work on it. And earlier on in the season, I believe it was for the, what was it, the collective correction, or was it corrective, whatever, for that particular thing. You were throwing shade at that particular time, even when you were talking to Antonet. So when I go back and I think of that, it's giving that you've wanted a beef with Aikisha as well. And you definitely use this as a moment for you to, like, really drive home a point that's not necessarily sticking for me. Okay? You definitely threw shade at her earlier on. Okay, so are there things that we're not seeing as because the beef with Aikisha came so left field earlier in the season? Okay, but it must have been something that happened earlier on for you to say and throw the shade that you did throw, right? When you decided to try and say that lady brought people up to your establishment to fight you, when we've never seen you guys actually have an issue. What's going on there? It's a little confusing. Anywho, all right. But let's keep going. All right. Because I am still confused on what Aikisha may have done. Okay. Still confused on what she may have done that was so bad. So I would love for them to, like, let us know. Okay. Another note that I'd like to make before I move on is that this here, the energy, Latrice, that you often show with the ladies is some of the energy we would like to see you have with your husband. Okay. Now you got us that one time when you called him weak ass. You told him you better take your weak ass on or whatever it was. I could appreciate that he get disrespectful. I would like to see you get disrespectful back. Okay. We don't see that often. You have more energy for these ladies than that man. Okay, but let's keep going. So Sophia, we got into her looking really good. Carlos looking nice or whatever. Let's see. I wanted to mention something about Carlos. Oh yeah, I wanted to say I do enjoy his television shows. I think that he does a pretty good job for the most part. I feel like, a lot of times, us fans may get, very invested, and that's not a bad thing. That's why they put the shows out here though. They want us to be invested, But things can get a little messy at times, okay? Things can get a bit messy, and sometimes it could be us fans making things messy. But then I also question, do y'all feel like his Monday night show makes things worse for the cast members or even for himself? Let me know y'all thoughts because, Aikisha just went over there and she pretty much embarrassed him and said she quit the show and her attorneys just sending him, his attorneys, a letter. I'm sure that was very embarrassing, regardless of how he tried to play it off. But do you think he should scale back on doing these Monday night shows? Because here's the thing. When Sophia was on that show, she was trying to voice her opinion with Carlos and not feeling protected or whatever the case was. And he did kind of like not let her finish and continue to take over the show as it is on his platform and say whatever he needed to say and push along and kind of like disregard how she felt, right? He did do that, and a lot of people had things to say, and that's why I believe so many people were in support of Aikisha handling him the way that she did because of how he chose to handle Sophia not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know if y'all feel like it's messy. I feel like he's starting to interview his own cast member because at one point he was doing a lot of Bravo women, and people was like, you need to focus on your own cast. So now he's focusing on them, giving them an opportunity and stuff. But either way it go, people are gonna have something to say, and they've been kind of like eating him up just a little bit. I feel like the only thing is when he does it live, he's unable to edit out certain things that may have occurred that he does not want the people to see potentially. But I also kind of feel like it's no different than the night show he would have that would come on those Saturday nights, and he would have the cast come on those shows, and they would kind of be a little bit messy. You know what I'm saying? There, but I guarantee you wouldn't be able to sit on that platform and quit live. He would have edited that out. And I'm sure you wouldn't be able to sit on that platform and say, hey, I feel like you didn't protect me. It would have gotten edited out, right? So when you go live, those are the risks that you take. And I just want to get you guys' thoughts about it. If you feel like he probably should not do it anymore or whatever, I think he could continue to do it. He might just want to consider editing, pre-recording possibly, and editing, either that or put some strong restrictions in place on what people can and cannot do when they decide to hop on the live, especially when these are people that you work with directly and they have other contracts, you know what I'm saying, that's in your hands. All right, but y'all let me know y'all thoughts about all of that. Okay, what else did I want to say about this? I I think that's it. We could go ahead and get into the reunion. Let's go ahead and get into the reunion, okay? So it's time to talk about the collective correction. And Aikisha felt the need to bring everyone together because nobody was getting along. So she was like, "Hey, a lot of these ladies are not talking to each other. I'm more of a neutral person to where I'm likely cool with a lot of people. So you know what? Let me be the one to reach out and call folks, right?" This is when Letitia said she felt like it was not genuine. I'm just telling y'all, this is what she said it. She says, because, we haven't talked to each other for a minute. And because you got my number and you haven't reached out prior, like I wasn't really sure how, genuine this was. I felt like it wasn't authentic. Like I wasn't, because you ain't been reaching out to me. It's been like 7 months. You ain't been hitting me up, so why you want to hit me up now? I don't know, BITCH. Maybe the same reason that you wasn't trying to get Miss Marie and Latrice to have a conversation until the cameras start rolling. You wasn't interested in pulling them together until that particular point. And I feel like she had an issue with Aikisha taking on somewhat of a leadership role in the group, right? In my opinion, which is why she showed up to the collective correction or whatever. And it's so funny because when you talk about a Belle and being in leadership and this and that, for you to think that you're in charge of the girls, you sure were trying to fight Latrice last season. I'm just letting you know. Okay, for you to believe that you're a leader and you want to harp on how you felt Aikisha showed herself up at that particular event, okay? Because it was a response and reaction to your ass. In all honesty, I just feel like, girl, then what about you? You set the stage for that, literally on the stage last reunion. Maybe they're following your leader. Okay. Anywho, and then the other part, she wanted to talk about people being inauthentic, not authentic or whatever. What about what I talked about earlier when you were in support of Marie bringing said lady that supposedly has a thing for greedy to a function, knowing that Tambra was going to be there, only for Tambra to walk out? Okay? You want to talk about not being authentic? You do a lot of things, in my opinion, that's not genuine or authentic, and have the audacity to sit there and question somebody that you haven't talked to in 7 months. You was just trying to fight Latrice and y'all barely was cool, and now you over here trying to be so buddy to get somebody kicked off of a show? Oh, okay. Okay, girl. All right, then. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Let's keep going. So Letitia says that Aikisha is the reason she and Latrice came back together. Okay. And Aikisha says, yes, y'all are, because yes, I am, because y'all needed each other to come against me. BIT. I said, you better come on, girl. Yeah, I am, because y'all needed a common enemy, bitch. Y'all needed to come together to come against me, and don't you ever forget it. Latrice says, girl, you ain't nobody to come against. She's nobody for you to come against, but that's what you were doing. She's nobody for you to come against, yet you threw shade at her earlier in the season, and I still don't really know the reason why, right? And then post the event, you tried to make it all about her and it being her fault because she supposedly had family there, when it appears that the family really was Willie's family, is what it sounds like. But granted, she's married into the family, so I see why you would say that it's Aikisha's family. But at the end of the day, this SHI started because of your nigga. And don't ever get that twisted. It's because of your man. And then Letitia's man too. And your man stood up first. Okay. Place the right order of blame, please. Okay. So anywho, Aikisha tells Latrice that she's hurt. She's like, you hurt my feelings. Okay, it hurts my feelings to know that you would let this woman over here manipulate you. Girl, Letitia could barely say manipulate. Manipulate. Yeah, she's talking about you manipulating. Okay. And I could see that. I could see that a piece. But I feel like also it wasn't hard to do because it seems like Latrice already had some type of issue with I'm sorry, with Aikisha anyway. And I just need to know about that. Yeah, you sit on these platforms and you talking about a phone and this, that, and the other, and somebody trying to fight. But what was the shade being thrown when you first was talking to Antonet though? Well, I'm confused about that. That didn't even happen when you had went to sit with Antoinette. So I don't understand that, but okay, girl. So anywho, when Latrice said it hurt my feel, I mean, when Aikisha says, it hurt my feelings that you would sit up here and let this woman manipulate you when you've been my favorite, that hurts me. And then Latrice says something like, well, it hurts my feelings that you would do the hood rat that you did. I said, ooh, not somebody that possessed hood rat tendencies telling this lady that she's being a hood rat. Oh, wow. I guess, honey, but I guess it takes one to know one for real. But so Letitia tells Aikisha to stop being so defensive. Okay. And I'm like, why are you telling this lady this? Like, oh my God, so defensive. So, oh my God, calm down. And it's like, girl, I feel like you had more of that energy than she did. You had more of that energy than her. So Latrice calls Tambra fake. And Tambra says she is the only one. I'm sorry, not Tambra. I keep saying Tambra. Latrice calls Aikisha fake, and Aikisha like, girl, I'm fake, but I'm the only one that comes up here without my makeup on and without my hair. It don't get no faker than that, bitch. Oh, girl, she was wearing them out, honey. Left and right. You want to talk about fake? Let's talk about. Letitia says, let's talk about your heart. No bitch. Let's talk about your heart. Let's get into your heart. What kind of heart do you have? And I'm going to remind you every time for you to go and sit down in front of somebody that one of your bells said has violated them. And you doing all of this because you feel like Tambra isn't being honest about her life and you going so far to prove whatever point. I am just so confused by that. Let's talk about your heart. Was your heart in it then? What kind of heart did you have when you was trying to fight Latrice last season? What kind of heart was that? What kind of heart did you have when Latrice sat up there and told Aikisha that you and your husband was plotting and planning to get in her husband's DMs? And I thoroughly believe that because I feel like when Antoinette clocked you at the end of the reunion, she wasn't lying. Thoroughly believe it. Okay? You play one way behind the scenes and then you show another way on camera. So all of that, what's she talking about? Yeah, So, anywho, Aikisha says her confidence intimidates them. And Carlos says, now, Aikisha, you can't say both of those words and expect the ladies to understand you. And I'm Aikisha. Aikisha is me. Bitch, I can say whatever the fuck it is that I want to say. If these bitches get to spin whatever narrative that they want and keep my name in their fucking mouth and think that I'm not going to say something, I'm going to say what the fuck I want. Now, how they choose to react to that, that's on them. How they choose to feel about it, that's on them because they already feeling away. Okay, I got all this confidence. Yes, the fuck I do. And if it intimidates the most, it has nothing to do with me. Okay, and yes, I'm still on my Maya Angelou. What did Maya say? Did she say, does my haughtiness upset you? Does my sassiness offend you? Why are you beset with gloom, bitch? Because I walk like I got oil wells pumping in my living room. What the fuck is really going on? Because I will rise on you bitches again and again and again. Are you okay? Yes, the fuck I will. So if they can say what they want to say and they can do what they want to do, then that's what the hell it is that's what I'm gonna do. And me saying that I'm confident and they're intimidated, I don't expect them to understand me because they've been committed to not understanding me any goddamn way. Okay, even when I ain't do shit to these hoes. Especially you, Latrice. So y'all gotta remind me because I just don't remember that. Okay? So there's that. So I just felt like number one, Aikisha was eating you bitches up. Okay? Period. She was eating. Y'all cannot take. Can't take. She was eating y'all up the same way her husband was sitting over there eating y'all husbands up. Okay, the colognes have been chewing. Okay, they have been chewing on y'all neck bone, and I have been here for it. Get them again. Ooh, chew a little bit more for me. Yes, ma'am. and eat them up. So Carlos asked if her feelings were hurt. Yeah, if her feelings were hurt when they said that they didn't want her in the collective. And I'm over there like, say no, say no, say no. She's like, no. I said, I know that's motherfucking right, girl. Absolutely not. Not affected at all. I don't care nothing about it. Like, girl, this is Letitia and Latrice that we talking about. Okay, she says they have to lie, and manipulate to conspire and conspire behind your back. I said, ooh. Now let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna be real honest now. Y'all know I have liked Latrice the most. Okay, I'm not gonna hold y'all, and I've always liked Aikisha. Right when she first came on the show, some people had an issue with her. I was like, I don't mind it. I like them. I like them. Okay. I've always liked Latrice, but I'm gonna tell you this. I feel like this is a turning point for me, as I'm just going to be watching the seasons to come, and giving my fair assessment like I always do. Okay. But I feel like what Miss Aikisha says, lie, manipulate, and conspire, I feel like that's not too far off from what Marie was saying about Latrice from the beginning. I don't know, girl. I'm not trying to, okay? I'm not saying, Marie, you was right, because I don't know. Okay? I'm just saying that this is another person that I'm hearing saying something that's not too far fetched from what the other person said earlier on in earlier seasons. And to watch how Latrice sat on that live and tried to hype up a situation and not placing the proper blame where it needs to go, as she's sitting up there entertaining Miss Letitia, girl, it's a given side eye for me. Okay? Side eye for me. And it's funny to hear Latrice say, girl, I like Marie better than I like Aikisha right now. Girl, that's how I feel about you. I feel like I about like Marie better than I like you. Oh my God. Anywho, let's get to Marie as we're speaking on Marie. So Marie has graduated with her doctorate degree. Congratulations to Dr. Marie Monroe Abston, baby. So Marie, we talk about her family. Okay, Marie has had a very good season, y'all. She ain't really been getting into the mess. She been giving you guys a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I know she can appreciate not having that type of stress on her back this particular season. Now, Marie, you might have to come to work next season, though. Just a little bit. We gonna see, all right? But let me say this. Marie is a giver to her own detriment. I hate that for her so bad, y'all. Listening to how her family kind of like treats her, and she feels like obligated, like she owes them anything, because if she doesn't give it to them, then they're going to complain and this and that. And just seeing how the family operates with her, it is making me see her a bit differently. And when I think about her husband, y'all remember that ex-husband? I think she divorced him maybe season 2. Remember how she ended up getting this man like a Rolex or something like that because he wanted it? And I think this could have been after the divorce. And I said, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know if it was like a Gucci watch or if it was a Rolex, but it was some type of watch. And either way, I just felt like it was not deserving, because I think he had been cheating on her or something. So I'm just like, Marie, why are you doing that? Why are you giving him these things? Like, what? Matter of fact, I think it could have been a $10,000 watch. May not even been a Rolex, but I think it could have been like 10,000. It was a few thousand. I'm just like, why are you doing that? Why? And I blame your motherfucking mama. I do. I do. I blame your mom. I blame your childhood and the situation that you were in. And I feel like you think that if you give and give and give and overcompensate in that way, then people are going to find value in your worth or something like that. And I really hate that. I hate that for you. I do. Cause I just felt like your cousin sat up in your face and she kind of slick disrespected you in a sense. You know what I'm saying? The other cousin, when they went to the smoothie or the tea spot or whatever, bubble tea spot, and you still turned around, even with whatever she said was gonna give her, like, what was it, $3,000 or 2,000 or some dollars? And I'm like, what? Why? Make them work for something. Don't give them, if they ask you for 3,000, say I got 1,000. Okay, that means they're gonna have to get it out the mud with the other end. And I feel like people always figure out how they gonna get it. You ain't gotta get them all. Hey, you got $100. Now, 50, maybe I got maybe 25, 40. It's what I can. That's about the amount that I don't mind giving you that I ain't gonna damn miss. Okay, you're gonna have to work for something. God, I was in my pocket. Okay, girl, I'll never forget you gave that man that damn. Why do you do that? Why do you show up for people like that? I know you need to go to therapy. I want to the next season. I'm trying to see you on some real therapy. So you can unravel all of that. Cause you really don't owe nobody that don't do right by you nothing. But you know what I will say? I feel like people like her that get, in my opinion, and I know y'all gonna leave y'all's. In my opinion, I feel like people like her that are givers at heart, I feel like they're gonna always be blessed and taken care of. Because you just you give from the heart. And girl, I used to be that bitch. But I don't know goddamn about. You got me fucked up. I can't do it. You can get a little piece, but you can't get the whole thing. What's going on? But anywho, child, there's that. Marie still has no answers as to what the hell was going on over there at her house with the shooting. Now, a lot of people are believing that it was her sons. I'm not putting blame on nobody because I don't know. But if I can offer my opinion in my personal, not far-fetched, because I'm still confused about the killing of the baby mama. That was a baby mama to the son Jerez. So what was that about? I hope these same guys didn't come to her house and shoot it up and then like I don't know. But it's sketchy batchy. Okay? Now I also will say this, Marie, baby, you're gonna have to move. Whether you like it or not, and you may hopefully already be in the process, but ma'am, you're gonna have to look for you some land somewhere. Okay? And you just probably gonna have to build you a house up. Okay? You just might, or look for some new property somewhere. I don't know. I'm not even saying get a gated community. I'm saying build you a house up on some land that may sit far back and gate it the hell up. Now, I know it may not be that deep, but I don't know what folks be into. And I don't know what other targets you got on your back aside from whatever trouble the kids may be in or something. But you might need to do that. Okay? Now, the house that you do have, in my opinion, I think that you should potentially keep it and rent it out as investment property to pass down to the kids, or you can sell that and then whatever money you get from that, put it into a trust that your kids can start getting money from at a certain age, or so much is released to them or something, IDK. All right? Do what you're going to do. But you are going to have to move from that house. And hopefully next season we can see you looking for some land and actually done started breaking ground on building a property somewhere, that's safer. Like as much as you out here opening up these different types of your different clinics and stuff, it's time for you to open up a whole new home somewhere. That's just what it is. And I would like to see that. Okay. Conversation comes up about Marie and this BBL situation. Marie, give me 1 second, y'all. So Marie is asked about her body. Okay. Everybody want to know about Marie's body and oh my God, what's really going on? Like, is this a BBL? Like, is it BBLing or is it not? What's going on? So they're asking her about her body and she tells them that she's never gotten a BBL done. You know what I'm saying? There are things that she has gotten done, but it wasn't that. She says that she did get face work done because it was a medical necessity and from what I'm hearing. Okay, I think she got her nose done and stuff. And honestly, I wasn't really believing Miss Marie when she said that. But she is sticking to that story. So now I'm willing to believe that she probably not. It could have been something that took place for her with lupus and she needed to get some stuff done, okay, to her face, all right? And I hate that a bit for her because I feel like every season we're seeing changes to her face, so it does look as though you're making these elective decisions, and it's not so much of a necessity. But I honestly don't even know, okay? But she says she has not gotten a BBL, she has not gotten her butt done or anything, but she kind of tries to explain what lupus does to the body, but that's what she says, and you know what? I'm just gonna take Miss Marie's word for it, okay? I'm not even gonna be on her ass about it, all right? Marie said she ain't got no BBL. I'm sticking with what she said. She saying her nose work. I'm gonna stick with the fact that she said that it's due to lupus or whatever the case is, and that's what I got going. I'm just gonna stick. I'm gonna ride out with that, okay? What else is going on? This is where we learn about the ladies and the work they've had done. Selena says that she hasn't had any surgery done, okay? She says that wasn't surgery. Now I don't know if she was finna say some type of C-section or something. And what we talking about, Selena girl, is cosmetic surgery, honey. Okay? Now, if you done had some abs, somebody rolling some on your abs or whatever the case is, that I don't know. If you done went down to one of them little beauty girl clinics and got some stuff done on your stomach, then that ain't surgery technically, okay? But anywho, Latrice did have her breasts done, okay? That's what she lets us know. Letitia. Mm. Yeah, I just don't want to say anything out the way. Okay. I've already dragged her. It's on my Patreon. So I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be a piece of demure. I'm gonna be a piece of demure. Okay. Latisse, Miss T, okay, Miss Latie lets us know that she has had lipo, a BB, and a L. She wanted them to put a little bit in the back, but she felt like they didn't put too much back there. Ma'am, you already have enough back there from the back to the bottom. Like, it's really not even me trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to shame or anything, because there are many of people that are shaped like her and may have complicate other health complications that they have no control over when it comes to their weights, okay? But in all honesty, you have enough back there from the back down, okay? And I'm talking about the upper back, okay? Um you did not need any more. You did not. It is a bit sad to me that people go and get BB and a L, or matter of fact, it ain't even the BBLs. I'm sorry, I take that back. It's the lipo for me, and do not do the adequate work to keep it off. Are the doctors not sending y'all home with some instructions? I'm just wondering. I would assume, and y'all let me know, people that may have gotten work done, let me know. Do they give y'all a protocol or something, like give y'all some, like, if you want to, if you don't want us to see you in this office again, you want to follow these steps to keep the weight off. Cause what did you liposuction? You sucked out the midsection but not the back of the arms. Let me just, okay, what was suctioned out? Just the midsection area? That was it. Um, in order to maintain the flatness there, I'm sure the doctor probably told you a certain diet you might want to continue, maybe a workout plan you might want to continue. I don't know. Because also, maybe it's contributed, like I said, to health as to why, with the weight gain. I do feel like when people go and they have surgery, I feel like surgery make you gain weight off rip. But y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I do feel like afterwards y'all about, gain a bit more weight. But yeah, that's crazy to have all of that done and it looked like you had nothing done. When did you get this lipo BBL and a little piece in the back, in the butt? When did you get that done? Don't say since you've been on this show, because it's giving no change. No change at all. Not a single change, okay? It is a bit disappointing, but I'm not going to harp on it much longer. Um because I want to be very demure. Okay, I do feel like there is a lot that I can say, but I will not do that because I don't think that's not nice. Okay, so let's keep going. All right, it's just difficult for me. You did all of that and still look bloated. Girl, stop. Let's keep going. Anywho, just make sure you adhere to the proper procedures to maintain the after okay, after surgery body. Anywho, so Marie, we got into her. And Sophia says that everyone is not successful on the stage, and she was talking about Selena. Why you taking shots at that lady? I thought y'all had made up. I thought y'all was good. Why are you saying this lady not successful on the stage? What didn't happen? So Selena was like, when Carlos said something to her about it, Selena said, "Carlos, do you really think I give a damn about what this woman across the stage is saying to me? Do you think I care? I don't." Hilarious. Okay. Sophia has bad energy for Selena, and I need her to fill in the blanks. Okay. Selena says she be iffy about Aikisha, and I'm confused as to what Aikisha has done, because when Carlos asked her about her friends, she said, "These are my friends on the couch. You know, Marie, Letitia. I'm iffy about." First, she said Letitia, and I'm like, "Nah, you had it right the first time." But then she said she means Aikisha, and I'm like, "Why? What is the beef with Aikisha?" Selena, don't tick me off. We likes you coming over to this show, but don't be one of those people that's trying to be a follower because you good friends with Latrice and quote unquote Letitia, that you want to feel a way about Aikisha when Aikisha hasn't even done anything to you. Don't do that. When, if anything, even when you was beefing with Sophia, Aikisha has never said anything negative about you, has even said that she liked you and that you haven't even shown a certain side of you that Sophia was trying to say that you had shown. So I'm a little confused on where, I'm a little iffy about her. Why would you be iffy about her if she ain't doing that to you? You just trying to go off of what your homegirl said. And now your homegirl's going to get you tied the fuck up because now Aikisha ain't coming back to the show, so they're going to need somebody to beat up on. Okay? And I feel like they're going to try Sophia. They done already got Tambra. Feel like they're going to try Sophia. And then at some point, it's probably going to be your day. Okay, so I don't know what that's about, but that's crazy. That's why I'm so glad Aikisha is gone, because now y'all got each other to beef with. Figure it out. All right, but don't be that BIT. Don't be that BIT picking up a beef that your friend got when that person hasn't really done anything directly to you. Okay, anywho. So Selena says that she's been Sophia's storyline since she got on this show. All right. Sophia says, "Oh, you want to fight, don't you? You want to fight?" Girl, let me tell y'all, I'm going to be honest. I feel like Selena was handling and whamming Sophia 1000%. I was on Selena's side. However, I do like how Sophia was responding to Selena at times. Okay. It was like, "Oh, okay, girl. What else?" Like, okay, okay, wah wah, yeah. It was something about it that was like a little kiki, because you know those type of actions would definitely piss off the person that you talking to even more. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was kind of funny to me. But I did like how Selena was handling her. Like, Selena had this energy of, "I'm calm, but I'll beat your ass, bitch. And don't ever forget it. I'll beat your, and you know I will. I'm real calm right now, but I'll beat your ass." I said both of them are hilarious with this back and forth. I don't want to see them fighting or anything like that, but just the back and forth was definitely funny. So Selena says she put in a good word for JJ and Sophia with Latrice. Latrice came back and she told Carlos, okay? And Sophia says, something about like, "Well, why are you here now?" or whatever like that. "Why didn't you come before?" And Selena says, "I wasn't ready." And Sophia's like, "Well, why wasn't you ready?" And she says, "Because my son died. Bitch, don't play with me. I was with Selena all day." BIT, you know why. Everybody not gonna put their kids to the side or whatever the case is like you do, bitch. Okay? She was going through a real life moment. She lost her child. That's why she wasn't ready to be on nobody's fucking screen at all. Okay? And I don't fault her. Cool. She threw your ass a bone. The least you could have did was take it, and you did. Let's move on. All right? So I was with Selena on that. So Sophia tells her, "Calm down, sis. Is you, are, what's your temperature? Is she sick? Because you don't get to sit up here, egg me on. Hello? You don't get to sit up here, egg this lady on, wanting to get a reaction. She gives you a reaction, and then you tell her to calm down. No, bitch, I'm on your ass. Okay? Because you've been really trying me even when I came up here and I ain't been saying shit to you. You done sat up there and trying to make it seem like I ain't successful, or as if I ain't nothing. When all of these people that's watching this show know me before they know any of you hoes. Are you okay? Girl, it's giving a little bit of love in basketball. It's giving, they was done recruiting. Okay? They was done recruiting. I just threw them a little piece of a bone. What was it? What was it? Tanya Randall canceled, or she got hurt or whatever like that. And then you got the spot. They was done recruiting, bitch. Okay? No, ma'am. Don't do that. I threw you a bone. They was done recruiting. So Latrice confirms what all Selena is saying. She said she reached out to her, asked her about JJ, Sophia, whatever. She said, "Oh yeah, Selena was like, they good people, like they cool, they good people. I ain't got no issue with them, like they good, or whatever." So then Sophia says, "Well, you've been known to lie. Okay, so you have been a person, you've been known to lie. So I don't know if I really believe what you saying or whatever like that, baby. The way Carlos adjusted himself in that seat, it gave Carlos done caught you in some lies too." That's what it gave to me, just a little bit when he out there said, "Oh shit," the way he adjusted himself, okay? So Sophia asked Selena, "Why you submitted JJ then?" And Selena says, "Because that's my kid's dad, bitch, and I'm not a hater like you." I know that's right. I know that's motherfucking right, girl. Everybody ain't no hater. Everybody ain't jealous. Me helping him get to a bag or whatever the case is, like I did the same thing on Bring It. So why wouldn't I do it now? Cool, I ain't got no issue with that, man. If anything, him being on the show is an opportunity for my children to be on this show, bitch. So if I'm not gonna look out and be ready to get on because that's not the mental space that I'm in, I know for a fact he ain't finna do nothing on no show and not bring my kids on the show. Now I know he may act like, "Oh, I'm not gonna talk to him and I ain't dealing." They always gotta be the ones to come run up and talk to him or whatever the case is. But being on this show, he know where his relevance come from. He know he gonna bring them daughters on that show. Okay? So don't play with me. You know what's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna out to girl. You don't sit there and talk to me like that. Okay. So Tambra called out Sophia for not first of all, she says, I think she went to an event, they were standing near each other. She says, "Girl, I didn't even know they had a beef." And Sophia says, "We didn't." Well, then why do y'all? If you feel like y'all ain't got no beef, let me tell you something. In my opinion, Miss Sophia, okay, in my opinion, girl, I feel like the same reason you got popped at your or y'all, I don't even want to say got popped. The same reason you guys got into it at the Latrice's wig event was because of how you're acting now. You make an issue when there is not one. You make an issue when there is not one. And let me tell you something. People that do that, for me, is that gives off jealous energy. And I know everybody's not jealous, and I'm not saying that you are completely jealous of her. I don't know, but I feel like you just give off that type of energy. Okay, for you to show up, know she's going to be at an event. You've been around her previously. Okay, you've been around her before. Y'all ain't have no issues or anything. I think you even was at the baby shower. Then now all of a sudden you see her at this lunch or whatever, and then now you want to feel a way about it and feel a way about her and get like a little attitude or whatever. Like you be acting weird, just a bit. Just a bit. You wanted it with her and she gave you what it was that you were looking for. You know? And I could see if it was more her, but when you turned around, walked off, came back, and started to rush towards her, I feel like I would have felt like I needed to defend myself too when you're coming towards me like that, throwing your purse to the ground, taking your glasses, throwing them to the ground. Like, girl, you trying to fight. Well, let me be ready. Because I don't know what you finna do. So the same energy you were giving, which was weird, because Selena didn't think y'all have an issue. That's why she walked up and said, "Miss Sophia, like, Sophia, girl, like, you don't see me. Like, you ain't speak to me," or whatever it was. You wanted to show your tail because you didn't like the fact that she was filming on your quote-unquote show, as Miss Tambra said. That's what you wanted. And now you come on this reunion. We're thinking that y'all are good, supposedly. And now you got an issue all over again. And it's weird. And I think that it is JJ getting in your head. 1000% I do. I think that JJ be getting all in your psyche with his. Okay. So Selena says that let me go back. Okay. Yeah. So Selena says that she's always stayed cordial with JJ for her children. They've always been cordial. And clearly there was a time that we got to witness them actually get along, and that was on Bring It. They ain't really had no issues, right? Sophia says that whatever they got going on is between them. So Selena says, "Well, if it's between us, then why you bringing it up then?" Okay, let's talk about that. Sophia says, "Because I stand 10 toes behind my husband. That's why." Bye, girl. I'm not standing 10 toes behind if I have my own thoughts on that matter. When it didn't even happen to him, it more so happened to me. And then I also feel like you can stand 10 toes as far as support your husband. However, I am trying to move away from this. You don't have to frequent, different scenes with this woman. I do. And I'm trying to move forward from it. So it's like you stand up to everybody else but him, it seems. Just a little bit. I don't know. You about got a little piece of Latrice or something. I don't know what's going on, but anywho, girl. So Selena says, I thought you said that it was between us. So if it's between us, then let it be between us. Why is you in it? Okay? Now, why is you in it? Let it stay between us. Sophia starts going, they're going back and forth. And then Sophia decides to call this woman a bitch when I don't even think that Selena called her that. And then Carlos said, well, can we calm it down and let's be careful with the B words and let's call her a Belle? So she says a Jezebel. I said, oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's what we going? What is the animosity about? Anywho, so Selena says that the girls are trying to have a relationship, but Sanjay is over it because she's like, listen, I'm tired of always having to go to my daddy. My daddy should be trying to come to me at some point. I support Sanjay, okay? Selena says that she has never talked negative about him until now, but he has always dogged her out to her girls. I believe that. I do. I believe that. The same way he came in the first season when Selena wasn't on the show, and he tried to pretty much praise Sophia for who she was to the girls and overstepping those boundaries of who she was to the girls. Oh, she did y'all hair and she did this and she helped with that and she did this and she did that and da. Just trying to act like Selena didn't even exist. And it's giving you still heard about something. So, girl, I believe whatever Selena said. Okay. She also talks about her man and him having a 24-hour roadside assistance service or whatever like that. And I think he used to drive trucks or whatever. She talks about having a wedding at some point, maybe next year. She says all of the Bells are invited except Sophia. And then she says she'll have to see about Aikisha. Why? What has she done to you? Y'all gonna have to fill in the blanks. So Aikisha says, oh, that hurts my feelings. And then Carlos said, does it? She said, hell no. I said, I know that's motherfucking right, girl. We are on the same page. We see each other, okay? We see each other. Hell no, it doesn't. No, I don't care nothing about that lady wedding. Even if she gave me an invite, I probably still won't show up to that motherfucker. You understand? I've already shown up to a bitch event trying to support her and see how I got disrespected. So if this over here trying to lightly drop some little hints or whatever and saying what she's saying about not liking me and ain't even trying to really take the initiative to get to know me better or any of that, then I don't give a fuck about going to your wedding, baby. You got it. Like, congrats and good luck because we don't care. Sophia confirms her first name is Sophia and her middle name is Shantae. Sophia Shantae is the name. I thought that was messy as hell. Why the family gave her a throwback first name, but then gonna give her an updated middle name. I would have thought it would have been reversed, but either way, girl, that's the name, Miss Sophia. So Selena says that she was never Gucci because Carlos asked her, did you ever know her as Gucci? She said she was never Gucci to me. I thought that was funny because basically what I took from it was Selena saying she was never good with me. She was a terrible ass mother stepmama. That's what the hell she was. But she was never good with me. Never giving Gucci, honey. All right. So we see a deleted scene with Sophia and her kids seeming to forgive her or whatnot. And Sophia says that she's realizing that her daughter needs her more now than she has ever before. So she wants to be there for her child. And Carlos tells Sophia then if that's the case, did you ever consider giving Selena some grace? And she's like, yeah. When she says, I don't want no smoke with that woman. Girl, go ahead. Girl, go on. Go on, girl. Girl, go ahead now. Because honestly, that is what you gave. You start throwing shots at this woman before she could barely warm up the seat in the reunion. Okay? Because you start throwing shots at her for what? A person that don't want beef is not going to show up like that. You showing up like, oh, let me be performative because I know my husband who I hold so highly. Okay, I know he's going to be watching from behind the scenes and I want to please him. Girl, go away from us. Grow up. Grow up, ma'am. Okay? And then she says she thinks that she is the reason. She thinks Selena is the reason that her kids are divided. Like they don't really rock with her. That's what she's thinking. And I'm like, no, girl, you're the reason and JJ is the reason. That's not Selena. That Selena ain't got no issue with you, high key. Okay? So if you need somebody to put an issue on, look in the mirror and then look at your husband. Cause I would think that is y'all, all right? So anywho, they both agree in so many words that JJ is the problem because um she felt like she was pouring into her relationship more trying to be the perfect wife or whatever. And obviously that comes with pleasing him. And so Selena pretty much says that she would agree. So then Carlos is like, well, how do you feel about her being on your show or whatever, or being on this show? And she says that she don't care. And that's when Tambra clocked her and said, I remember you saying that this was your show, girl, or whatever. But Sophia says, I really don't care because I know that she's beneath me. Wow. Beneath you? That's what we doing? She's beneath you? That's what we doing? She's beneath you. That is what we're doing. Beneath you. Why would she be beneath you when she had the man that you currently have? She was on reality TV before you. She's a mother like you. The only difference is that her kids ain't coming to her telling her that you showed up for a man more than you showed up for us. Only your children are doing that. So I'm a little confused as to how she is beneath you. She done had everything that you got. Only thing that she don't got is her kids coming to her telling her that she wasn't there for them. And if we would have never already seen it on Bring It, we probably would have been able to believe JJ's lies. Don't believe it. Sorry. I am confusion. Because how is she beneath you? And you know what it made me think? I said, listen, Sophia is who y'all think Aikisha is. Talking about somebody is beneath them. What? That's crazy. Why would you say that? So, anywho, Carlos questions if it's JJ preventing them from becoming closer. And Sophia says at first she felt like it was JJ, but then says that, Selena is the one who still wanted smoke or something like that. She brought up the New Orleans situation. And I'm like, what is you talking about? What are you talking about? Y'all resolve that. Let's talk about things that may have happened after New Orleans. Because that don't make sense. What other smoke did she want? So you full of shit right now, Miss Sophia. So Tambra thinks JJ is afraid of them actually having a good relationship and them actually comparing notes, because then they may realize that it could have been some overlapping or whatever it was they may compare notes about. And I'm like, but one, that could be true, but either way, it's still old. It's old, like it don't matter. It's old though. So why does it matter? Unless you still have feelings for Selena on that level. Because why would it matter if they're cool? You would want that type of peace for the sake of the family, especially knowing that you've moved on and so has Selena. So why would you not want them to talk? And the way Sophia loves saying my husband, this, my husband, that, my husband, 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 my husband. Like the way she keeps talking about her damn husband, child, she ain't leaving him. So it don't matter. It doesn't matter what notes they compare, child, unless you still have some type of feelings for Miss Selena. And unless you still have not gotten over. Did she leave him? I thought Selena left JJ. So maybe he's still not over that or something. I don't know. But get it together, child. Tambra talks about postpartum, okay? Having postpartum depression, waking up in ICU after having her daughter, how it was really rough for her and nobody really hit her up to check on her. She says everybody want to hit her up and ask, can they see the baby, but ain't nobody checking on her to see how she doing. I know that's motherfucking right, girl. Everybody ready to see the baby, but ain't nobody asking how you doing. Okay? No, ma'am. Scoot back. Don't put your hands on me. Just scoot back, girl. No, ma'am. So Tambra then calls out Letitia and says, I see how you be reaching out to your girl Latrice and stuff, because I know how you care about their friendship and you actually trying to progress it forward, supposedly. Okay? But you didn't do that with me. All right? And Letitia says, look, Tambra, girl, I just got unblocked. Like, girl, shut up. I feel like you would have found a way. If it would have been Marie that blocked you, Latrice, or somebody else, you would have found a way. So I feel like you could have found a way when it came to Tambra, girl. You could have found a way. The same way you pulled Greedy to the side to let him know about Taisha, whatever the hell. You could have found a way. You could have reached out to somebody so you can get access, girl. You could have if you really cared that much. While you sat your ass up there talking about how Aikisha is not of community, the same way you sat your ass up there and tried to say she was not being authentic or genuine, girl. Since you want to be all about the collective, you did not make a collective effort to try and get to Tambra in any type of capacity, but want to be the first one to see the baby. Slow your roll, okay? So, there's that. All right. Also, I was like, did you do anything to get unblocked? Like Marie did. Obviously, if she still got you blocked or she just got you unblocked, then you must not have been you know, you wasn't taking no initiative to get unblocked. All right. And have you been reaching out to her lately? Knowing that this is the first time mom, have you been reaching out to her since you've been unblocked to check on her to see how she doing and seeing if there's anything she need? Oh, okay. Dr. Antonet showed up. Now that Aikisha has left the show, I feel like Dr. Antonet will be stepping in to take that position. And I'm here for it because of the way she's gonna be keeping that foot on the back of Letitia's neck. Okay? hmm I'm here for that. All right. Now she says that she doesn't like what Letitia did when she tried to accuse her of flirting with her man, whatever his name is, this week or next week. She says that she didn't like that because it wasn't true. She says, look at him. Look at him. Why would it be true? Like, look at him. Have you seen him? Girl, I hollered. Like, girl, not you trying to talk about. And the reason why I'm here for this is because your husband sat up there and said that Cliff has Latrice while Willie has Aikisha, as though he's trying to downplay how Aikisha looks, okay? So now I feel like that's what you get. See how I feel? Right? When somebody tell you your man ain't even all of that, okay? It's giving a low budget boosting. It's what it's giving. And we don't even like Boosie that much anyway. All right, that's what it's giving. So that was funny. And she said it to your face. What else? So Antoinette says that no, Letitia tells Antoinette that she's nothing. Another indicator where you feel like you better than, baby. Yes, you do. You tell the woman she's nothing. You're sitting on the couch. You're desperate. All right. Antoinette said, girl, I ain't never have to ask nobody for help. You the one over there creating GoFundMe's and trying to figure out what you finna be when you grow up. Enterprise. Girl, I was here for it. Enterprise. Okay, that's what it's giving. I'm an enterprise. Child, I can't. Antoinette came in and chewed you up too, girl. So you over here talking about some gathering people. You haven't gathered anything yet. Okay, anything yet. And what I'm laughing at when I think about it is the fact that the most that you have gathered for me is your ankles crossing each other because you were struggling with that last season. I'll never forget. But anyway, girl, let me stop because we're not doing it. Anyway, so Letitia got ready to say something about old girl sitting up there. She said Antoinette sat up here and she said, I'm not going to let you sit up here and weaponize. And I said, weaponize what? What do you think she's weaponizing? And then they interrupted her or they cut to the next thing. And I'm like, I need you to just expound, like explain more of that. What you mean? She weaponizing what? What is she trying to weaponize? Yeah, child, full of SHIN a T. So Antoinette believes Letitia is your friend behind closed doors, but then dig and dig and dig. And when she gets on camera, she like to act oblivious, like what happened. I believe it 1000%. I also feel like she was searching on some dirt on Aikisha and Willie and couldn't find none. And when she couldn't find none, her and Glenn, in my personal opinion, about concocted the plan that Latrice said, which was to get into the DMs of Willie. That's what I think. She about was looking up some for them and couldn't find it. Not too different than Marie saying, oh, somebody hopped in my messages. And then also Letitia said, the same person hopped in my messages too. And y'all go and meet up with the person and stuff. Girl, that lady's so fake, bruh. That's a fake woman. I'm sorry. Letitia is definitely a fake woman. It's giving a facade. Little facade is what it's giving. So Letitia told Antoinette to get a man. Okay. Why? For what? She don't need one. She could get one when she ready to get one. Get a man. Like, what is that supposed to add additional value to her of some sort? Like, what is that supposed to do when she get one? What does that mean? Like, get a man. What? That's your comeback. Girl, you need to work on your stuff. So Letitia says that Antonet is no longer practicing and Mint Dental is no longer there. I don't know. I would like to know more about that because I'm questioning, did she sell the business? Because it's called Mint Dental Pearl now, meaning somebody else has it. So did she sell her business to someone else? Because that's very possible. And then you're saying she's not even practicing. I would like to know the reasons why. So could that be because there was some type of ethics thing? Did she lose a license of some sort as to why she's not practicing? We didn't get into that more. I'm hoping we learn on the next episode. But I'm like, did she sell it? Because if she had a business that she sold, then you look crazy. Mint Dental's not even there. You're not even practicing. And if her license is still intact, she still can go out and be a dentist at anywhere. She could go out and get a job right now. Okay? That's just what I think. And be making good money as a dentist. She can go and open up a whole nother dentistry. You don't know what that lady plans are. Okay? So, but I do have questions now that Letitia has brought it up. What is that? What's going on? What's up with the business? What's happening with that? Okay, I would like to know. Okay. Another thing, and I'm gonna end this review, but I don't think I've seen the ladies say too much over on Twitter. You know, like Latrice and them. I don't think I've seen them say too much about the reunion. Damn near after every episode, y'all be having so much to say. Y'all want to go live and all of that, especially after the past episode. But now that you see that majority of the audience is on the side of Aikisha, y'all ain't got nothing to say right now. At least that's how it's looking, girl. But either way, honey, good luck. That's all that I have. I just wanted to come and give you guys a good juicy review for Belle Collective reunion part 1. I think that it was pretty good. It was a really good reunion for the most part. My girl Aikisha came in there right out the gate, chewing the people up, chewing on their neck bones and thighs, and I was here for it. Okay, definitely here for it. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments about everything. Okay, from the looks to, you know, the set to everything that was said throughout the reunion. That's all that I have at this time. I am Jami, that's me, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.